Shri Matre Namaha, Shri Rama Raksha, Sarva Jagat Raksha. Today I'm going to talk about Lalita Sahasranamam for beginners. Before getting into the topic, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel so you motivate us in bringing out this sacred content to you all. If you want to know more about Lalita Sahasranamam and my journey with Lalita Sahasranamam, I have already made some videos about how Lalita Sahasranamam entered my life and what all happened after that. So you can listen to all those videos. You can just type in the search bar Vibe Highlights and Lalita Sahasranamam or my journey with Lalita Sahasranamam. You'll get all my videos. Okay, you can listen to them and have more understanding about how to enter this path of Lalita Sahasranamam and how to connect with the goddess Lalita if this is something which you are looking for. So in my previous topics I have covered a lot of things before Lalita Sahasranamam. So now in this topic we'll discuss with Lalita Sahasranamam and how to get started, what is the beginning step, what is the process, and how you should do it, right? So before starting anything, before doing anything, first we all have to understand what we are going to do and how it will affect us, and what are the things which we should be careful of, and we should actually have a little bit of basic understanding and little bit of our own research on how we should proceed with certain things, right? So not only about any kind of spiritual practices, even in the life, before starting anything, before doing something new, it is always better to understand what that is, and it is always better to have your own little research about that thing, and then if you proceed with that thing, you will have a better scope of better scope of having a nice experience of whatever you're want to start with. Okay, so if in case of Lalita Sahasranamam, most of you know that Lalita Sahasranamam is the most powerful Sahasranamams in the entire multiverse. Yes, in the entire multiverse it is the most powerful Sahasranamam. There's no other Sahasranamam like that of Lalita Sahasranamam. It is like, if there are 1,000, if you recite 1,000 Vishnu Sahasranamams, it is equal to 1 Shiva Sahasranamam. If you recite 1,000 Shiva Sahasranamams, it is equal to 1 Lalita Sahasranamam. It is that powerful. It has entire cosmos in it. It has entire all the creation, all the secrets of universe in it. It has everything in it. Whatever you want to know about any divine, whatever you want to know about the universe, creation, multiverse, everything is in it. Entire Brahmanda, the cosmic creation, everything is in it. So the entire story of the goddess Lalita is also in it. There are so many secrets in Lalita Sahasranamam. It is like incomparable to anything in the entire multiverse. It is that powerful. And if you are trying to start with something which is that powerful, then of course you should have some kind of preparations. So you should have you should have a certain amount of knowledge about how to go about it or how to start with it, right? So you should prepare yourself in such a way that you should be at least able to absorb that frequency within you. Otherwise, if you are not ready for that high level of electricity current, which is very powerful in the entire multiverse, sometimes it can backfire on you if you are not ready. So backfire doesn't mean that you will get something bad happens, all this nonsense. I don't believe in that. Some people, they are out because of their own business. They'll give some fake stories about goddess Lalita Tripurasundari. They create something fake about goddess Lalita Tripurasundari, or they will scare you about so that you don't connect with the goddess Lalita Tripurasundari. And I don't agree with all such things. Backfire in the sense that if you are not ready, if you are not prepared well for it, if your body is not ready, if your mind is not ready, what will happen is you might receive excess amount of energy, and that energy might make you uncomfortable. Okay, this is the only thing which you should be cautious about, because all other things which people talk that okay, this will happen, that will happen, it is cursed, that is cursed, all these things are like, it is like again Maya. Okay, you can listen to Maya and the divine Maya. In one of my topics I talked about the Maya, and divine. Okay, what you want to choose. So this is also the game of Maya. So Maya is coming in the form of people, and it is just trying to scare you, and it is trying that you should not connect with that Lalita Sahasranamam, or you should not connect with the goddess's energy, or you should not connect with the goddess Lalita Tripura Sundari. That's why these all things are coming in front of you, and if you are scared, then you are gone and you are disconnected, and you will not have that much guts to do it, right? So the only thing, there's nothing called any kind of a harm or anything which bad vibe or something like that. It all those things won't happen anyway. It is just the fake knowledge, about fake knowledge which is given to you, which the Maya is giving to you, so that you get scared, or so that you don't get into all these things and stuff. So other than that, it is nothing. It is not it is not something which will does any kind of bad to you. It is, Lalita itself means something which is very auspicious. Everything in the universe which is having any kind of auspiciousness, that is Lalita. So her Sahasranamam itself means something which will bring that abundance, that auspiciousness within you, that auspiciousness consciousness, that abundance consciousness, that love consciousness, that unconditional love consciousness, that Adiparashakti consciousness within you. So how can it does something for you which will not be in favor of you? So it won't harm you. Don't be scared, and it is all just Maya. You should understand the game of Maya. So understand the game of Maya by listening to one of my videos where I talked about the game of Maya. Okay, you can, game of karma, you can nicely escape all these Mayas and illusions which are coming in your path, and you can move forward to connect with the goddess Adiparashakti. Okay, it is completely safe, but you should have certain take certain precautions, and you should be eligible for that. Eligible in the sense, all the children of the goddess are equal only. What will give you that eligibility is how many layers you have cleansed within yourself. So if you are somebody who is a normal person, who is not into any kind of ascension journey, who is just living his 3D life, if you are that person, even if you are listening to Lalita Sahasranamam your entire life, the full every day you are listening to Lalita Sahasranamam, nothing will happen to you, because you are just seeing it and listening to it like a normal person. You are just including it in your day-to-day life, and it will also have its own benefits, because you are preparing your body for that, right? So based on what kind of consciousness you're carrying, based on that Sahasranamam will open up for you. So if you are somebody who is a very normal person, who is not doing any kind of a practices like meditation or something, if you are not into ascension journey, if you are not somebody who is awakened, if you are just a normal person, you are listening to Lalita Sahasranamam, it's well and good. You should listen to it, and every day you should make it a routine for yourself, and you should you can proceed further that day, and you can include that in your daily routine, in your day-to-day life, or it in your, like, every Friday. It is fine for you. Okay, so this will prepare you for your next incarnation, or this will prepare you for your higher level of activation. So this will prepare you for advanced level of your spirituality. So all these things will depend on how much soul evolution soul journey you have already done. So somebody who is in the 3D world, somebody who is a new soul, okay, who is very new soul, and they did not have experienced much of soul evolution, they did not go through so many life lessons. For them, it is Lalita Sahasranamam is something which will give them some positive vibes, some good vibes, some happy vibes, and it will create some peace around them, and all these things will happen to them, and normal things will happen to them, okay, in their day-to-day life. They'll just, how if people go to temple, how they will feel positive, happy, normal, peaceful, like that. Okay, for them it will be like that. But for somebody who is in the ascension journey, things might be different for them. It might not be same for somebody who is not in the ascension journey. Here I'm not differentiating the people who are in the ascension journey or who are not in the ascension journey, but my approach, my way, why I am bringing this out to you is because there is a difference. Because how the difference is happening is based on your soul evolution. That is the eligibility for getting into the deeper dimensions of understanding the Lalita Sahasranamam. So the eligibility, how you will get that eligibility is, maybe you have done something which have cleansed your layers, which have cleansed so many of your layers, and now you are ready for the Lalita Sahasranamam, or you have prepared your body and mind in that purity consciousness in such a way that you are now eligible to accumulate that higher frequency into your body. What happens is, suddenly if you're starting to listen to Lalita Sahasranamam, and all the things which you have not cleansed within you, if all those things come into onto the surface, and if there are so many things, all those things have started to come to the surface, and now you are seeing so many difficulties all around you, it's because your karma is coming to the surface, and now you have to cleanse all those things, right? So if you are somebody who have not done any kind of hymns or stotras or something like that before, it is not a good idea to do Lalita Sahasranamam or listen to Lalita Sahasranamam daily. It is not a good idea, because you can start with starting with some Hanuman Chalisa, or Sri Rama's hymn, or some Durga Suktam, or the something which is of the other gods and goddesses, which you can include in your daily routine, and you can listen to that daily, and occasionally you can go for Lalita Sahasranamam. That should be your approach if you are a beginner at Lalita Sahasranamam. Because if you are somebody who want to do it, I understand that you love the goddess, I understand that you want to connect with the divine mother, I understand that you want to do it daily, but sometimes what happens is, our body might not be that ready to take in that much of high level of frequency, that much of high level of universal current, okay, the Adiparashakti current. So our body might not yet be that ready to receive that higher level of consciousness. So how we can go about it is to start with some kind of a hymn, some kind of a Hanuman Chalisa, for example. So I have already made a video on Hanuman Chalisa on my channel. It is available. If you want to listen to that, how you can go about it, you can listen to that, and how it helped me in my ascension journey, you can listen to that, okay. So you can do something which is other than Lalita Sahasranamam daily, and occasionally you can do Lalita Sahasranamam. You can do this approach. And Lalita Sahasranamam, first, don't right away start to recite it, because your pronunciation should be correct, and you should understand what you are actually pronouncing, okay. There are so many things to it. So if you are a beginner who is just planning to go with the start the journey of Lalita Sahasranamam, what you can do is, you can just listen to it. You can listen to it like occasionally, like every monthly once. Start with monthly once, okay. So as I told you before, for every day you can do some Sahasranamam of stotras. Like I recently made a video about Kamakshi stotra, and I talked about goddess Kamakshi. You can listen to that. Goddess Kamakshi is also Lalita Tripura Sundari. Lalita Tripura Sundari herself in different timeline, okay. You can start with listening to Kamakshi stotra every Friday, like that. Or you can listen to Hanuman Chalisa daily. You can accumulate higher some level of frequency within you, divine frequency within you. You can cleanse, heal all your layers. You can have your protection layer on. Like if you have recite Hanuman Chalisa daily, you will have your protection on, okay. So by doing all these things every day, and right away not jumping to Lalita Sahasranamam, if you do all these things every day, what will happen is, you will slowly prepare your body for something which is higher, that is Lalita Sahasranamam. So every day you can do some other things, and slowly you can, every day you can recite, for example, you can recite some song of Goddess Lakshmi, okay. Goddess Lakshmi, every day you are reciting Goddess Lakshmi, some of the other stotras or hymns, something like that. Every day you are doing that, and monthly once you are listening to Lalita Sahasranamam, okay. Then after that, after some months passed by, what you can do is, now you can do that weekly once. Every day you are doing some some Lakshmi stotra, or some Rama stotra, or Hanuman Chalisa, something like that, on weekly once. Every Friday you can listen to Lalita Sahasranamam. Like that, you can make it a habit to include that. You are like this, what you are doing is you are also including that in your routine. You are also listening to Lalita Sahasranamam, and also you are by reciting to the other stotras or something like that, you are preparing your body for that cleansing process, your mind for that cleansing process. So like this, you are releasing shadows, you are releasing your darkness. Okay, darkness doesn't mean you have some kind of darkness, it means that you are releasing your shadows. So those of you who are in the ascension journey, they will understand what I am talking about. So you will slowly release all the lower densities, and you are preparing your body for something which can be in some high frequency, which you can take in your body and mind. That consciousness, you can receive that consciousness into your body and mind. So like this way, you can go have a slow approach towards it. Because everybody is doing Lalita Sahasranam, because it is powerful, that doesn't mean that you should straight away do it, and you should quickly recite listen to it so many times, and you, because you want to manifest something, or you because you want to fulfill your desires or wishes. It doesn't it cannot help you, because you should also understand that you should be adjusting to that frequency, that if you are receiving something really very high, you should be even ready for that. Okay, so in order for you to be ready for that preparedness, you at least you can try all these things, and then slowly weekly once, you can start listening to Lalita Sahasranamam. Okay, so when you feel that okay, now you're comfortable with it, okay, now you are comfortable with it, and you are not getting any kind of symptoms. Like for some, if you are somebody who now you are in a hurry, you are very eager to do Lalita Sahasranamam every day, and you want to fulfill your desires, and like instant noodles, you want everything right now, right away, you want to fulfill everything, you want to finish achieving your goals, all these things, and you are listening to it continuously. What happens is, you might feel like vomiting sensation, you might feel like dizziness, or you might feel like uncomfortable. Why? You will start to get some kind of symptoms. Why these symptoms are happening is because your body is not prepared for it. You should first prepare your body for high frequency, so then you can do it after a lot of practice. After so many years passed by, you can do it however you want to. But if you are a beginner, your frequency, your consciousness is not in alignment with that high level of consciousness. So if there is a lot of consciousness, like if there is a lot of difference, your vessel, which is your body, which is not ready for it, you might feel very uncomfortable, or you might feel vomiting sensations, you might feel dizzy. So all this uncomfortable or discomfort might happen. So to avoid all this, and to have a smooth journey with Lalita Sahasranamam, to have a smooth, secure and safe journey with Lalita Sahasranamam, you can do the way I told you before, right? So slowly, monthly once you can do, occasionally you can do, if there is any festival you can do it, or if after you feel that now you are aligning with that energy, now you can receive that energy, now you are prepared for that energy, you have already done a lot of spiritual practices, you have already done a lot of spiritual work. Your soul will know when you are ready. So if you are feel like you are ready, you can do it like weekly once or weekly twice, listening. Okay, so here I'm talking only about listening, I'm not talking about recitation and all those things. All those things we'll talk about later, but here I'm only saying you to listen. Okay, listen to Lalita Sahasranamam. You can listen to Lalita Sahasranamam there are so many beautiful recitations of Lalita Sahasranamam which are available on YouTube, so you can go to that and you can listen to that. So based on your consciousness level also, whatever Lalita Sahasranamam you're getting, you will attract that kind of Lalita Sahasranamam. I have seen in my own personal experience, in my initial phases of awakening journey, I have attracted some video of Lalita Sahasranamam where people have commented, oh, this is not correct, that is not correct, this may your pronunciation is wrong, this singer is not singing good, blah blah blah. They are like so much criticism in the comment section. Okay, so after that, after some years passed by, when I cleansed myself enough, when I got accumulated to that frequency, then I attracted something else which is much more. Now I feel that whatever I am listening to now, whatever Lalita Sahasranamam I am listening to now, that is much more better than what I used to listen before. So when you increase your consciousness, you will attract better. When you increase your own frequency, you will attract better. So focus on increasing your frequency, focus on cleansing yourself, and also you can add a little bit of Lalita Sahasranama occasionally by listening to Lalita Sahasranama. This way, what is happening is you are doing work on yourself, and also you are getting connected with the higher frequency in a more safe and secure way, which might be very good for you. Okay. So what happens if you continuously do is without any proper guidance, and if you continuously listen to Lalita Sahasranamam without any guidance, without any prior knowledge, what will happen is suddenly all the karmas in your life, karma cleansing start to happen, and suddenly so many life changes will start to happen. What if you are not ready for those many life changes? So you will feel like it is like a burden for you, it is very hectic for you, and it has become very heavy for you, because Lalita Sahasranam is very powerful. When a light falls into some darkness, what will happen is the darkness will go away, right? So if you have not cleansed yourself enough, if you have not done any kind of karma cleansing work, if you have not done any kind of a work in your life, inner work which in your life, suddenly you are like a 100 volts bulb, you are suddenly giving into some dark place, and what will happen? The entire darkness will vanish so quickly. So if that entire darkness vanishes so quickly, all the shadows within you will come to the surface, all the changes within you and around you will happen. So you should also be ready to take in that much of changes, and you should also be ready to take in that transformation. And sometimes some people cannot take that many changes sudden changes, they cannot go through that many sudden changes. So that's why I advise you to do the procedure which I talked before. So you can do it occasionally, listen to it occasionally, and daily, if you really want to do some spiritual practices very seriously, daily if you want, you can do something else, some other god stotra or nama, or some hymn of some different gods, and you can do Lalita Sahasranamam occasionally. If you are somebody who don't want to do anything, you only want to do Lalita Sahasranamam, you can listen to it like monthly once or weekly once, and other days you can leave it and you can go on with your daily routine. Okay, the more you will do this, the more you will be in a place where you will feel more grounded, where you will also feel you are more cleansed, where you will also feel that you are now spiritually aligned. Then you can like continuously do it, and you can, the Divine Mother will take your journey forward from there onwards. Okay, I don't have to tell you, whatever you Divine Mother will give the guidance to you by whatever you want in your life, however your life is designed, your soul path is designed, your soul evolution is designed. Divine Mother will give you the guidance in that path. Okay, that way. Okay, so this is how you can do Lalita Sahasranamam if you are a beginner for Lalita Sahasranamam. So this was all about Lalita Sahasranamam for beginners. Hope this helps you in some or the other way. Thank you so much for tuning in. Sri Rama Raksha Sarva Jagat Raksha. Shri Matre Namaha.